they don't see the moves. But the elect sees the moves, and some people are seeing the moves, and we're hitting them with it. They're like, yeah, that makes sense. Some of them are even seeing it.
This devil, he's positioning his troops all throughout the country. Yep. You got the National Guard being deployed to these hospitals and different testing sites all over Babylon. What do you think they're gearing up for, man?
You think they want to sit there and push needles? They want to pop hoppers.
Not only that, you got certain bills where they can actually take you and put you in a quarantine, man, in a quarantine camp. So you already know that this devil is aiming to, carry off, those are being defiant. Those who he deem as insurgent, to his society, man. These people ain't got one dose. Oh, hell no.
And they're not sick.
Yeah. So he gonna
need that example.
Yeah.
Not believe.
But we ain't got nothing to worry about, man. Let that devil come. Let him do what he's gonna do. You know what I mean? What happened when Paul was locked up? What happened when Peter was locked up? None of that shit should move you, man.
Yep. That type of shit's coming.
Yeah. Esau is gonna attack everything flesh related. That's why it's important to stay in the spirit.
Can I make a quick point? We're talking about Job. Job is one of the greatest books about what we have to deal with. About how Satan was buffeted him, can buffet him with everything but his life. Taking his life from him, but he hit him on every level. Well, that's the same thing inside this truth. Satan, the devil is going to hit you on every fleshly level that he can hit you, but he can't touch your spirit if you're chosen, by Yahweh Shai. You have to stand on that and believe that. And do the works of him that believe, to give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
Yeah, be on fire, man, and not lukewarm. Being on fire meaning what? Having that zeal, that passion, man. When the apostles say to be on fire, he doesn't mean just, with the quantity of videos you put up. Being on fire is your zeal and your faith is up to par, man. Your mindset, where you need to be as far as your faith, as far as your trust. Be on fire for Yahweh Shai, man. If this devil come down and he makes it difficult for you, so the fuck what, man? Deal with the brothers in Mississippi that did a lesson entitled, "You're not taking a loss, you're just taking lessons, man."
Yeah.
These are just lessons. You ain't really taking no L's. This devil, he's taking the L's because he's gonna use everything that he got to still lose. This basically the game is rigged.
He's gonna take his best and feel the power of Yahweh.
2 Corinthians 11:22, we read now. Are they Hebrews, so am I. Are they Israelites, so am I. Are they the seed of Abraham, so am I. Are they ministers of Yahweh Shai? I speak as a fool, I am more, in labors more abundant, and stripes above measure. In prisons more frequent, and deaths oft. Of the Jews 5 times received I 40 stripes, save one. Thrice was I beaten with rods, once was I stoned. Thrice
he went to the spirit world behind it. He's the only man that can say, hey, how many of y'all died and came back? You had an out-of-body experience. Astral projection.
When you die, you go see the Father, you come back. Out-of-body.
He pretty much went to the spirit world just briefly, and then he came back down, man. Go ahead.
Thrice I suffered shipwreck, A night and a day I have been in the deep. In journeyings often.
He was always on the move. Hey, you gonna realize the more you out in traffic, hey, we talk about accidents, man. It's gonna get dangerous out there. You're gonna be like, avoiding people. That's how bad it's gonna get. Hey, imagine you on a freeway, right? Using that movie Matrix, talking about the freeway, right? So you never go there because everybody potentially an agent, right? Everybody potentially could be a death angel, looking to take other people out, and you could be in the midst of that. So if they turn the 5G up or something, and people react all weird to it, hey, you gonna be out there dodging. Oh, let me pull the hell over, man. A semi come through smack you. We don't know the type of carnage that's about to go down. Okay? So you gotta always have your spirit out there on circumspect, man. Watching and make sure you're looking with a spiritual eye. So people ain't gonna want to, we're gonna learn to not be just out there in the streets moving around with us, putting ourselves in harm's way. Him going through all of these situations, traveling around, so many bad things occurred around him and to him. Okay? So but he's been through a whole lot of stuff, and now his example, we're able to use it today.
Necessary for a prophet.
Right.
Yeah. He was sent unto the Gentiles, man. As the scripture says, that necessity is laid upon us. Therefore, woe to me if I preach not the gospel.
In journeyings often, in perils of waters, in perils of robbers, in perils by my own countrymen, in perils by the heathen, in perils in the city, in perils in the wilderness.
They said that when I was watching Boston earlier, breaking this down. He said perils in the city. I mean, the people that he lived amongst was causing him trouble. Then he said perils in the wilderness. He go outside of the city somewhere else, and people were fucking with him there too.
They by the Bible, that's a peril.
Yeah. All types of situations happen to where, and you gotta understand, things are gonna happen to you. You're gonna be faced with all types of situations of disaster or peril, but the faith is what's gonna push you through this.
And where you at?
Verse 26.
Did you read where it says that peril of my own countrymen?
Yeah.
You read it?
I read it.
You read it?
Verse 26. In journeying often, in perils of water, in perils of robbers, in perils by my own countrymen.
Yeah, because we're in that time also where a lot of wicked Israelites that despise the men of the Lord, they're gonna get violent too. They're gonna blame, because you already had that spirit over the past few years where, a lot of Jake that's, come into the knowledge of knowing that they Israel, they're coming against the camps. They have something against brothers being out on the streets together. So when Esau comes down and demonizes Israel, they're gonna blame it on us based on certain activities from certain dudes, who's definitely not acting, like men of the Lord, that's not becoming of the gospel. They're going to lump us all together, paint us with that broad brush, and that's when the accuser of the brother is going to be an accuser of them. So you're going to have a lot of wicked Israelites that's going to point the finger and persecuting us like they did the Lord. They likened him unto a terrorist, like he had a terrorist group following. That's how they treated Yahushua and his disciples. So you're gonna have men that's gonna, get violent. They're gonna be approaching the camps. They're gonna be trying to, get physical, cause brawls and fights and shit. Like the rap, the news, demons, all the shit that they talking right now, man. But that's what you gotta deal with, man. You have men that made a oath that they wouldn't eat or drink unless they found Paul and killed him.
Yeah.
That level of hatred, that's going to be on a lot of our enemies, man. And I'm talking about in the circumcision.
Matthew chapter 24. Verse 10. Yeah, Matthew 24. And 9 it says, then shall I deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And let me jump down to 12. No, it's a little warm too. Verse 12 says, verse 11 actually, no matter of fact, I'm going to just keep reading. Verse 10 it says, and they shall be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So people that will follow the GMS that wasn't in the camp, they may turn on you and be pointing the finger at, it wasn't us, it's them. Hey, some of them good, man, y'all the cause of all the persecution that we get. The president of the National Guard wasn't so bad before, you know, man, they was going to come down regardless.
Like you said, it's going to be Jake in the circumcision saying that. Hey, and it's going to be the same Jake that got an interview with Vice and shit.
Yeah, right, yeah. That's what we said, the ones that get that letter.
Yeah, the ones that actually part of the persecution, man. The ones that's acting carnal, man.
Yep.
Y'all was saying they're gonna betray you, they're gonna be offended. You know, that's the spirit that's going, I mean, shit, it's already showing on Jake, man. You know, the way they berate Yahweh Shai, how they talk about him and how they talk about his servants. So you already know what time it is, man. So that's another one. That's another peril. That's another trial, so to speak.
Yep.
All right. We got to worry about just Esau ass. He's just part of it, man. Part of the problem.
He created the witchcraft that spread over the people that's gonna force them to seek you out and try to destroy you. Okay, but the spirit on these people gonna be with that, man. They gonna forget that you've never been nothing bad to them, that you've only given them good advice. It may have been harsh things that you didn't want to hear, but they hit you with the truth. And what are you gonna do? You gonna be upset about it, still try to turn them in, hoping to get out of the situation that you're in, but it's only gonna put you in deeper with the big man upstairs sitting at the sundown.
God, because that's offending the That's a part of the scriptures say, woe unto you, woe unto them whom offenses have came.
Woe to him whom the offenses come.
Kind. There's Matthew 5 and 10. It says, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. It says, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely.
Hey, because we haven't done anything that the ministry be not blamed. So when you hate us, you just hate us simply because that's your own inner wickedness. You know, that's frustrated with what we're doing. With the difference and example of righteousness set before your wickedness, set against your wickedness. You know?
Is 11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
You're like the warm bodies matters. You know, they still yelling that, you know, that slander just because you're emotional. You don't like that we teach what's directly right in your law. You wanna paint us with a broad brush and slander us. Because if you'll be willing to say some shit like that about another man, you know that carries consequences, man. Put that smudging that label upon us. You know, you can get us harmed, man. You don't even consider that. That's hatred, man. But you're gonna have that amongst us. Our people are our worst enemy, man. But this is who we do it for. You know?
It's an act of love. It's tough.
Y'all was shy. That's what he was doing it for them, and they hated him. They wanted to kill that man. He was giving them nothing but love.
I read something earlier when he was saying that he was healing demons off people, devils or whatever, right? I forgot which lame or whatever it was I was reading earlier. But what they say, it said, man, he did that through the power of the devil.
Yeah.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
That's why he broke it down earlier in that thing he was saying, and they called it Beelzebub, through the power of Beelzebub. He was like, hey man, how am I casting out demons in the name of that demon? That don't make sense. You know?
It rewards you evil for good.
Yeah. they hate us him